Hi guys, I hope you're having a good day. This is Teddy. For this video, I am happy to share with you a sneak peek of the 3 heroes that are currently being tested on the beta server, and hopefully it will be rolled out to other states soon. For the timeline, you may check the social media of State of Survival on Facebook or on Instagram. Please be advised that the stats or the things that you're going to see here are not final yet because they are still under development and it is adapting to the feedback of the players or the testers. First on the list is Zach. Zach is preferred company of his mechanic creation. If possible, he would stay at home all day just develop new device. He also bought a big house for his mom and he's 18. Zach also developed a lot of apps along with his pile of drones, and those little drones did most of the bidding, the order of food, get deliveries, anything you can imagine. The drones help him in survival nowadays as well. Zach has no complaint about killing infected since he loved the zombie games to death. Zach is a legendary hero and class as a rider, and his attributes is in good in siege as well as rallies. For his stats, we'll see and check his stats. For Explorer, he got low stats here, but like I said, they are not final yet, so this will change depending on the feedback and the development of the heroes. So he got 3 skills as well. Those are Mechanic Drones, Mechanic Partner, and then the Overload. Zach's skills include Mechanic Drone, Mechanic Partner, and then the Overload. So for Explorer, his Mechanic Drone skill, it will throw a Mechanic Drone towards selected direction, and then the drone will attract the infected along the way and explode in the distance, dealing damage. For his second skill, that is Mechanic Partner, Zach's Mechanic Drone, that little guy there is named Mark, will release a shockwave to deal damage and then stun hit infected for 2.5 seconds, and then he will going to recharge. Mark will recharge after releasing the shockwave and join the battle again when recharge is complete. For the third skill, the Overload, the increase squad attack by some percentage, and then attack speed will increase as well. Of course, the amount or the points will change and the percentage will change when you level up the skill. For his military, his basic benefits are march capacity, rider attack, rider defense, enemy settlement troop attack, as well as a settlement troop lethality. For his skills under military, for Mechanic Drone, release Mechanic Drone in every 5 attacks, deal damage to all enemy targets in 1 attack. Deal a percentage of damage to all enemy targets depending on the level of the skill. For the second one, Mechanic Partner, it increased damage of your troops and an increased number of his troops by a few percentage. For the Overload, it's increased damage of your troops by a certain percentage depending on his skill level. Next is Jarrett. Jarrett is also a legendary hero and is classified as a hunter, and he is good with patrol as well as rallies. His story: as a former DCPC employee, Dr. Jarrett Taylor survived the outbreak in part to his understanding of how infectious diseases spread. That, plus a dash of inside information and a whole lot of luck. He managed to get out of the city with his young daughter Maya after receiving preliminary data from the earliest infected areas. Their luck ran out a few months later, however, when the small group of survivors he and his daughter were living with were rounded up by a Gigacorp patrol and herded to a dev camp for testing. It was while strapped to a dev camp operating table that Jarrett explained to the Gigacorp technician why the experiment was going to fail, and later realized he could be of use to them. Maya was taken away shortly after, and he was forced to continue working in the camp before finally managing to escape. The horrors of the dev camp still haunt him, but the possibility that his daughter is still alive is all he needs to keep going. For his skills, you've got Bio Whip, Bio Bullet, and then the Whip of Dome. For Under Explorer, for Bio Whip, it would 46 attack to attack nearby infected. Bio Whip will disappear in the period and will not be attacked by infected. For his Bio Bullets, he will have a 25 chances to explode and then deal with 92 damage. For the Whip of Dome, Bioweb will release by tissues before disappearing. Infected within range will be stunned for 1.2 seconds and take 6.90 damage. For his military, his basic benefits are March Capacity, Hunter Attack, Hunter Defense, Settlement Troop Defense, and as well as the Rally Troop Defense. For his skills, for the Bio Whip, 20% chances to apply Bio Whip to deal extra damage, and then deal 30% damage to target. For the Bio Bullet, increase normal attack damage for yourself, and then increase normal attack damage by 4%. And for the Whip of Dome, inflict more damage to target, increase damage taken by target by 4%. Last hero is Ernie. Ernie used to be a star rugby with impeccable skills and power. While due to unknown reason of him and his coach, he retired. Nobody would care to know the truth about his retirement nowadays. Remember, don't try to steal the football in his hand unless you want to be smashed. Nicola helped develop his electric hammer. Ernie loved his toy with his power and mind of Nicola. He's invincible as he was once in the field. Ernie is classified as infantry and he is really good when it comes to siege and patrol. For his explorer stats, he got 3 skills, that is hammer down, electric current, and then rile up. Seeing his hammer, he reminds me of the modern Thor. I don't know why, but he really reminds me of Thor. So for his explorer, hammer down, Ernie jumps to selected area and smash his hammer, deals 59.80 damage to targets within the area and stuns them for 2 seconds. For his electric current, Ernie will have 25% chances to release electric current when being attacked and deal 19.50 damage and stun the infected for 2 seconds. For the rile up, Ernie's attack will recover 19.33 HP for himself. For his military, his basic benefits are March Capacity, Infantry Attack, Infantry Defense, Enemy Settlement Defense, and then Settlement Troop Attack. For the skills, Hammer Down, Ernie will smash the enemies with his hammer in every 5 attacks and deal 100% damage to target. For the Electric Current, reduce damage from Scout by 4%. And for the rile up, chances to recover troops power for yourself, 20% chances to recover 100% troops power. That's it for now, guys. I will be doing another update for you when I get all my fragments and I will be able to start upgrading their skills, so I can give you a better overview of each hero. For now, I will be adding this information on my website. It is www.savagara.com, and then all the files that you've seen here, all the clips that you've seen here will be added there. See you in my next video, guys. Bye.